Hi,
What's your name?
my name is David Antonio Alejos Acosta.
And where do you live?
I live in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. I go to school in Messiah College. My hometown is Colima, Mexico, but I'm just studying here. Business administration.
What are the main differences between Mexico and the United States?
Well, you see, there are many. I think one of the major ones is language, obviously. Mexico speaks Spanish, the United States speaks English, so that's a big one. There are also many cultural differences in the way that people act and interact with one another. For example, the Latin American culture is very late, very non-punctual. So if you're going to meet someone and you say, for example, oh yeah, we're meeting at 3:30. You're actually not meeting at 3:30. People get there at 4 or 4:30. Whereas here in the United States, people are very punctual and formal. Also, I believe that there's a cultural difference in the work ethic. People are more, their work ethic is higher. Whereas in Mexico, people tend to be a little more laid back. Also, there's differences in the food. That's a huge difference. And not only that, but cultural differences. I think Mexico has a very rich culture that comes from its roots with food, with music, with clothing, whereas the United States doesn't really have that. They're not very identified with their history, their past, because they don't really have pride in the indigenous people and culture before them, like we do in Mexico with the Aztecs and the Mayans and the great empires they formed. And here it's more like if you ask people what's typical American food, they don't know what to tell you. It's just like hamburgers, fries, and in Mexico we do have very typical Mexican things. So Mexico has a very rich culture, and the United States is different because it's a nation formed of primarily immigrants from many different places. And I think one of the also major cultural differences is that here in the United States, people have a huge pride on their military power and army being involved in the world wars and being the nation in the world that spends the most on their military. Obviously, they're going to pride themselves on that, where in Mexico we've never really participated in any modern world war or anything. So there's not a very developed sense of military power among the population. So I think those are some of the main cultural differences between the two countries.
Do you prefer American or Mexican food?
Mexican food, 10 times out of 10. It's amazing. Mexican food is amazing. American food is crap. Every time I go back home, I can finally poop right. But whenever I'm here, it's just my stomach is really upset all the time.
Okay.
Very processed foods, a lot.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
That's all.